I don't want to waste it.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like when you pay so much for the materials, your heart just kind of like, no, we can't mess this up.
Exactly. So I don't know. And I do like this paper. I'm using the pastel matte from Clairefontaine. I do like it. It's just that it consumes so much pencil. That's the only problem.
Pastel matte. What is the thickness of that?
It's like a little bit less than sanded paper. So think of the arches or the Fabriano Artistico and more than that, even more than that. That's why it's good for pastels and other mediums like that, which I bought, but I do not like them. Sadly, I don't.
All right, okay, got my reference photo.
That could be useful, I hear.
Okay. Those that were on my Twitch channel, I'm sorry if you notice I stop my stream like every now and then because we were having YouTube issues.
Yes.
Which is finally resolved, fortunately.
YouTube was against us.
As always.
Yes.
Oops, my thing is so bright. I feel so unprepared and I already started the stream. I didn't know there were so many disasters happening today. And you're already like so nicely set up and everything. I'm like, oh my god, how am I the host here? Like, such a terrible job. Feeling so smug, aren't you?
Yes. For once, I'm first of the class. That never happened in my whole, school career. Yes.
Not that this is school or anything.
Yeah. And I've never cared to be the first, like the best at anything. But now,
school.
what?
It's school.
Yeah, I mean, but now, yeah, I like to be the best because I am the best.
Oh yes. With that attitude, hell yeah.
Yes. So this stupid flower, even since it's white, like it has a slight tan color, and I have no idea how to make it happen, without making it look stupid. I don't know.
Well, I guess that's what we are here for.
Yeah, because I didn't even change the reference photo, so I didn't, up the contrast or anything, so it looks very flat in the photo. I'm just gonna try and make it look not flat, because nobody wants that. Oh, I hate this already. I hate it. I don't like it.
Well, on the bright side, we have more viewers than usual. So they're here to see you.
Do you?
I don't know. Apparently, we have 5 viewers, which is
Wow.
Thank you guys for tuning in to my really lifeless stream.
Thank you for tuning in during my humiliation.
God damn, every time. The contrast on this is so bad, I have to put a card on it. Give me back. Where are you, little piece of paper? What are you gonna have for dinner later?
I have no idea. My brain is too tired to even think about dinner right now.
What did you even do yesterday? You're just like hungover.
I just, had dinner and opened a bottle of wine and just chill.
Oh my god, please tell me you did not finish the whole bottle.
Of course I did.
Damn, girl.
Hello, that's the minimum amount, a respectable amount here in Italy.
Oh gosh. Should
Yes.
I worry?
Nah.
Okay. Alright, I trust you on that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't drink it like in an hour or so. I drink it in 4 or 5 hours. It takes me a long time to drink it all. You know what I mean? I'm
Mm-hmm.
not stupid like that. And I drink the same amount of water as I'm drinking the wine. So
Okay. So
I'm smart.
right. So you were saying that you went to Sweden a couple of
Mhm.
times. Is it a nice place?
I went to Stockholm twice. The first time I went with my family for New Year's Eve and for Christmas and New Year's Eve, I think. And then I went with my high school. We had an exchange program where this other class came to Rome and for a week, and then we went to Stockholm for a week to see their school and whatever. Uh, but they like the school wasn't in the city, it was outside the city, like in the middle of the woods and stuff like that, so
Wow,
we
what a
didn't really,
school.
yeah, like we didn't really see the city.
Mm.
um I don't know, like where they were living, it was like a small neighborhood that was literally in the woods with nothing. There was one store at the start of the village, and the rest were all houses, and that's it.
Sounds so
So
dodgy, man.
I mean, it's beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, like the first night when we arrived at the house of this at the student, like there were deers outside, you know,
Wow.
just chilling. And I'm like, okay, we are not in Italy anymore for sure, because that doesn't happen. Um, so yeah, it was beautiful. I don't even remember what we did honestly, because I don't know, we were bored all the time, and not because the place wasn't beautiful or anything, but because the other students, they were younger than us, from like a couple of years. We were 16, you know what I mean? When you are 16, you want to do a whole bunch of stuff. You want to go crazy, but we couldn't because obviously we were underage and they were even younger than us. So like, okay, what are we doing?
So like the ramen that I'm painting today, we went to this shop called Ichi Ramen, is it there? Ichiran. Ichiran Ramen. And it was like it's so cool because it's like totally no socializing at all. If you want your peace and quiet, that is the place for you because they like serve ramen in like cubicles.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like you don't want any human interaction at all. You have this like cubicle, and how you order is like you have this little curtain, bamboo curtain in front of you, and you tell the waitress on the other side what you want to eat, or like yeah, you put like how you would want your ramen dish, and then you pass the paper to her. Like you don't even talk to her. You just like fill up a slip of how you want your ramen to be
Wow.
cooked, and then once you like give it and you pass it to her, she'll take it and then she'll close the curtain so you're all by yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
Japan is so innovative. Like, it's actually so weird.
Yeah, right?
I like it.
It's very interesting. It's like for, the days where you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody, please.
Yeah, I can totally relate. I can't wait to go to Japan. Like that has been on my bucket list for decades now.
Oh, yes.
I so want to go there.
Japan is
Really
amazing.
expensive though.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like when I went there, I also like the only thing I did shopping was not even like food and stuff. It was just stationaries, like stickers, washi tapes, like oh my gosh, pens.
Typical artist stuff.
Yes, typical artist stuff. They have like an art store. The entire building is just an art store. It has like 6 stories of just pure art supplies.
Damn.
I know, right?
Wow. I'm seeing on YouTube that your stream is buffering a lot.
A lot. Oh my god, what else can I?
I don't know why, but it sometimes buffers.
I don't know. Apparently, this is the most optimum I can give my computer. Oh my god, note to self.
Technology is against us today. Like,
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't want us to be great.
No. No, story of my life.
That's just rude.
Yeah. Sorry guys over at YouTube. I try.
Yeah. Going back to Japan, I feel like not only is it is expensive, but I feel like in order to make a proper visit, you should spend at least 10 days there, because I
Yeah.
feel like there's so many things to see, places to
Yeah.
go, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, like I forgot if I told you like how I spent it. I was like, those people who are just like, oh yeah, I just kept running around Japan. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And I was like so stressful in a way because I'm like, I really want to see all there is to see in Japan. And then because of that, I kind of like suffered a little because I was so tired. And yeah, for me it was like a checklist. I have to do this, I have to do that. But then after that, you realize that you're not exactly appreciating all it has to offer because you're not exactly taking time to just breathe in and like soak up the beauty. You're like, oh my god, okay, tick, we've been here, tick, go there, tick. Yeah, humans, we always like contradict ourselves so much about
yeah, I mean, like, you have the advantage that it's not far away from where you are, so you know what I mean. I know it still is expensive, but it's more doable compared to me coming all the way from Europe. You know what I mean? That takes a lot of preparation, and it takes a long time to get there. I don't even know how many hours is the flight. So,
which is just why I also kind of get like, you've been planning this trip for so long. Like for me, like I can't even imagine going anywhere in Europe because like it's so far, the plane tickets, the exchange rate. Oh my gosh, I can't.
Exactly, like, oh well.
Yeah, and oh man, if there's one thing that I always feel so anxious about is being away from work. And then when you know, like, oh my god, you enjoy yourself when you're there, but then when you get back, there's like this pile of stuff waiting for you to do.
Yeah, I mean, you should really do, like, I'm not saying like next year or whenever, but like going to Europe, if you're not from Europe, obviously, like it's something that every adult, in my opinion, should do, because it's Europe, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Europe wasn't, the influencer of half the world when you think about it. It all came from Europe, like even America when you think about it. So it's beautiful. Europe, it is beautiful. So many beautiful countries.
Yeah, I totally get that. Like, I would definitely want to go Europe. Like,
Yeah, but I understand that like it's not saying like, oh, going to Europe, like there's a lot of countries, so you should like pick one. Obviously, it's not like you can a week I'm gonna go to Europe and visit all Europe. No, obviously you have to pick one country, and then it's complicated. It's like me saying I want to go to Asia, which I do want to, but like that's not gonna happen. I mean, my mom took 3 months to go to China, Tibet, and India, and she spent 3 months there in Asia because she wanted to see a lot of things.
Oh, I always imagine like the only time I can actually spend that amount of time is when I retire.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess in a way that's what retirement is for. You work so hard to get as much money as you can, save up, and then just do whatever you want.
Exactly, but you have the disadvantage that you are now of a particular age, and you don't necessarily have the same stamina as you were like when you were like maybe 30 or 40. You know what I mean? Like, crap. You have the money, but maybe you don't have the energy.
That's the what is that again? The three thing: money, youth, and time. So yeah, that dilemma, the whole like when you're young, you got lots of time, no money. Then when you get older, you got time and no, sorry, you don't have time, you have money, but you have youth. And then when you're old, you have no youth, you got money, you got time.
Exactly.
It's always like, I don't know, like in a way it's kind of beautiful how it's a balancing act, in life. Like not, but at the same time it's still really annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fair, and I understand that traveling, it is a privilege because it's not a
Yeah.
necessity, obviously. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a shame that I'm very lucky that I got to travel the world because of my mom, because obviously I was a child, so she was passionate about traveling and she took us around the world. But you know, if it was up to me, like I would have never known, like, oh yeah, there's places to go and visit. Okay, you know. So yeah, but she did not take us to Asia. Damn it.
Have
It's a
you
shame.
like so? I guess you've never been to Asia at all.
No, sadly no. I've been to 3 continents though, so I can, that's more than some people can say. So.
Yeah. I think traveling is always nice. Get to meet new people, experience new things.
Yeah.
But if there's always one thing that I hate is language barriers. The fact that
Oh my God.
you really wish you can like talk and get to know these people more, but oh man, language is just so hard.
Yep, I totally agree. If like people ask you, if you had a magic lamp, what would be your first, your 3 wishes? And one of my wishes has always been, for the longest time, being able to understand every language of the world.
Oh, not only understand, talk in them as well.
What?
Not only to understand, but talk in them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, being able to speak and like know every language and everything and blah blah blah. Obviously, you would have to phrase that wish very carefully, otherwise, because genies are tricksters.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be able to understand and speak all the languages of the world, how amazing that would be?
Yeah. It really sucks. I wish they have like a universal language for the world, but like you still keep your like native tongue kind of thing.
Well,
like I remember I was younger, ignorant as I am. I wanted to learn sign language because I thought it was a universal language. No, it's not. Even sign languages have their own distinct grammar between countries.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I was sorely disappointed when I found that out.
Yeah. Okay, this thing is looking like crap, like actual crap.
No, don't stop. Continue.
It's horrible.
Remember that time when we met? We did the blind dog, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is shit." And then you're like, "No, you do this."
Yeah, I mean, but like that's what you like. I hate that kind of stuff for myself because
I know. It's like whenever like other people, you're always like, "Yeah, you can do it," and then when you feel shitty and somebody say, "Yeah, you can do it," oh, shut up.
Oh my god, yeah, like that's so annoying. Like the whole cheery, optimistic
the
stuff,
Hallmark card.
Yeah, I'm like, do shut up, please. You know what I mean? Life is not cotton candy and rainbows and unicorns. So stop.
Well, okay, I will at least say to please don't bring the raccoon in. Is all
No, the raccoon hasn't been around for a long time.
And I'm very, very glad.
Yeah, me too.
Whenever Iris doesn't like a certain artwork, a mysterious raccoon will just come into her house and rip it apart and somehow ends up in the dustbin.
That's just delete button here.
Yes, that's like a virtual delete button.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not my fault. I mean, I
blame the imaginary raccoon.
Yeah, like he's very rude that way. What can I do? You know how I got the raccoon thingy? In an episode of Friends, there's Phoebe asks Joey like, "Oh, okay," because she's telling Joey that he's a terrible liar. I said, "Okay, really? So yesterday at the coffee house, I had a muffin. I went to the toilet, and when I came back, it wasn't there anymore. Like, what happened to it?" And Joey goes, "Well, the thing was like somebody opened the door and a raccoon came in, and we're like, stop it! You can't do that. That's Phoebe's muffin." And then like, yeah, I'm a terrible liar. So that's where the raccoon came from.
I see.
Yes.
I remember I watched every episode of Friends because it was on Netflix. Like, like I remember it used to show on the television when I was younger, but you don't really record every episode, so you only see it whenever it airs. Then
Right.
Netflix was like showing everything. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's watch it. And like, yeah, I watched everything. And it was pretty entertaining.
I love Friends. I've watched it all 10 seasons like 10 times. I mean, like, I know all the lines and the jokes. So I have a bit of a problem when it comes to Friends. It's so good. And not, I told you, right, that they're making a reunion.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I still don't know if it's going to be a movie or like a mini series or whatever. But I'm very excited about that. Even though everybody is going to look like crap because they all do look like crap.
Age. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that looks still, gorgeous is Jennifer Aniston because apparently she doesn't age at all. I don't know, she's an alien or something. But, Courtney Cox, the one who played Monica, the amount of work that she had done on her face, I mean,
I think Joey still looks good though, considering.
Yeah, considering like still handsome man.
I always feel like, why do men age better than women?
I have no idea because they don't have plastic surgery like majority of men do.
Well,
like,
they don't need it because they don't age as bad as women for some reason.
No, I mean, like if you see now Matt LeBlanc, he has a lot of wrinkles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But that's part of the. I mean, even Jennifer Aniston, she has wrinkles on her face now. Obviously, she's 52 or something. But you carry them with grace and with elegance, like Mr. Plastic, but there, like Courtney Cox, and she used to have one of the most beautiful faces I've ever seen in my opinion.
Yeah, I remember. She used to look so pretty.
Have you not seen Trump yet?
Well, okay, most guys.
Oh yeah.
There's always exceptions to the rule, of course.
I mean, Simon Cowell, for example, the amount of Botox that he has on his face, that if he had only aged gracefully, you know what I mean, he would have been an handsome man. Now he looks like a balloon. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't like I said, how humans contradict ourselves. We want to look younger, so like add a bunch of Botox in their face. Only it does the exact opposite of what they intended.
Exactly. There is a very famous Italian actress from the 50s. Obviously, she's dead. She was very famous after the war and the whole movement of new realism when it came to movies and stuff like that. And she wasn't a beautiful woman, you know what I mean? She was a great actress. And her face, obviously, after a certain time, like she got old and had full of wrinkles. And plastic surgery was just, becoming and stuff like that. And somebody asked him, do you ever consider, having plastic surgery? And her reply was, don't you dare touch my wrinkles. It took me a lifetime to get them. I'm keeping them.
Oh my god, that's so sassy.
Yes. Obviously, she was from Rome. Hello. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think all of this, like, especially looking at, of course, looking at all those magazines and stuff like that, every woman looks so perfect kind of thing. It definitely, of course, it will affect.
Of course. I mean, I'm very open-minded when it comes to plastic surgery. If you want to do it. I mean, like, it's your money, it's your face. Just as long as you're safe, do whatever you want. Just don't go overboard like most of people do. You know what I mean? But I'm of the opinion that everybody ages. Beauty doesn't last forever. We know that. That's the one thing that we all know, that we all have in common, that we are going to age and get wrinkly and smelly and senile. We all get that. You know what I mean? So why eliminate the one thing that makes us,
human?
Yeah. And yeah, if you want to have a retouch, whatever, go for it. Just do it.
That kind of reminds me of like, I was like listening to this podcast called Behind the Bastards, like how they like talk about the worst people in history, and among them was this plastic surgeon, and he apparently didn't even graduate medicine, but he was already doing like plastic surgery for people on the streets, and it was so gruesome listening
Damn.
to that podcast because like what they do, how he get money is like he's like, you know, all those sketchy things. We won't even do background checks on you or something like that, or like we won't even prep you. Like he'll do surgery on his like nickname was like kitchen top or something because he would just like literally just do surgery wherever you want on his kitchen table. Sure, okay, he'll do surgery or like
Oh
how
my
he
God.
yeah, and he will like do surgery to people in behind vans, and then after that they'll just wake up like in a dumpster or something like that, like wake up at the side of the road. It was like so sketchy and like
Oh my God.
yeah, and all this, and he will always have patience because the people who want these plastic surgeries so bad but they never have the money are unfortunately uh, people who wants to how to say transgender people.
Oh, sexual reassignment. Yeah.
Sexual reassignment, yeah. So like they're like so desperate, but and you know like back in the day, I guess it was of course it was frowned upon. So yeah, so he took advantage of that. So like there's no proper procedures. Like he did not like sanitize the site properly.
Oh God.
It was so bad, and the things that he did, like it was so bad because he like tried to like reassign their gender, but it was done horribly that they don't that when they come out they're neither male or female.
Oh my God.
It
That's
was
just
so bad.
horrible.
Yeah.
That's capitalizing over, people's problem, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's so wrong.
And
Oh
it
my
was the irony was that it took a straight guy to actually put him in jail.
God. Damn.
The death of a straight guy, my bad. Because apparently he was like this guy, like they have like so, you know, certain people who has this how do you say, a disorder where they feel like their limbs are not their own.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this guy really wanted his leg chopped off,
Cut
but
off.
yeah, but obviously doctors won't do it because it's like an extremely healthy leg, you know? Like why would you want me to chop it off? So he went to this guy and obviously he was like, yeah, sure, why not?
No.
And like, yep, he chopped his leg off. Apparently, I don't know if how true this is, but apparently he just fed the unwanted leg to coyotes in the desert, like just drive to the desert
Oh
and
my
just like
God.
throw the leg, yeah, for like scavengers to eat. And then apparently he dropped him off back at the hotel, but he died of gangrene, I think, because obviously it was not done properly. The skin that he wrapped the leg was too tight, so there was no proper blood circulation. He just died in
My
the
God.
hotel.
And I
Yeah.
thought that the thing that I watch are weird, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Wow.
so I mean, like, okay, if you're gonna pay, like, I guess there's a reason why plastic surgery costs so much, and like, please don't forego all those important sanitizing and like proper checkups and stuff.
Yeah, and also don't ever limit yourself to one opinion or one doctor's appointment. Research, go to a
Yeah.
bunch of different doctors because a lot of these people don't care. They just want your money, you know what I mean? They don't care if it's necessarily the best decision for you. I saw that with my mom because she wanted to get a facelift. And even though I was, I didn't agree with her. I thought like, you're gorgeous, like plus you're 60, what are you gonna do now? Like with your facelift, you're done. So she kind of hated me for that, but I was giving it to her straight. And she went to a bunch of different doctors, and then thank God she went to this third one because he told her like, ma'am, you can't get a facelift. I'm like, what? How come? Well, you had a tumor in your neck, obviously, and you can't do that. That's a very, very sensitive area. It's been damaged from all the radiations and stuff like that. I can't touch you, you know what I mean? You're gonna bleed out or stuff like that. So yeah, thank God, because the other one said, yeah, come on, why not? Let's, facelift. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
So,
If only
thank
life
God
was
she
black
did.
and white. Like if that person say, yeah, I can do it, like I wish he could just take them at face value. Wouldn't that be nice?
This thing is looking crappy. Crappy.
Hey, it's looking good. I like the blending of the green and yellow.
The green I'm liking too. It's the white part that I'm not liking at all.
What?
Oh, by the way, your YouTube stream has died. I mean, it has been buffering for, I don't know, like 10 minutes. Oh, now it's back on. Okay, so that was me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We have a little bit of the technology gods is not with us.
No, today, no. That's stupid. I don't know if I want to blend this out with OMS because it's not very saturated now, the white. Very conflicted.
I wish I could help, but I don't do color pencils.
I know. Where is Anne when you need her?
Oh yeah, man. Following her on Instagram. The saltiness is real.
Painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She like just started Procreate. Oh, okay, I'm gonna paint this. Boom, masterpiece came out, printed. Like,
Exactly. That's what I told her. Is there anything you don't know how to do? I mean, like, honestly, like, it's not right.
yeah, just like, just look at her. Okay.
Like, how is that possible? You know, from one person, like any medium she can master. Like, what
She
is
a
up?
goddess.
I know, like, it's just Anne, we love you, by the way. You know, like, we're
Yes,
just
Annie,
jealous.
we love you. We love you and hate you at the same time.
Yes, and wish we could be you.
Yes. We hate you from a good spot, you know. Like,
Yeah.
and then she and
People-
her 2 little fur babies. Oh god.
Oh my god, they're so cute. I want a dog. I want a doggy.
So apparently we can start going out to jog starting Monday.
Yeah, us too. But like, no. I mean, on Monday I will see my dad finally because I think he's about to go crazy if he doesn't see me for. Yeah. And then on Wednesday, me and my sister are going to his house to have dinner together finally.
Nice.
So yeah, but still, you know, some shops will. The different thing is like now restaurants and coffee places can open only for takeaway, which is, I mean, if you're a restaurant, then maybe it makes sense. But if you're a coffee place, it doesn't make sense because here in Italy, the whole culture of the coffee is like you quickly go there, have a coffee, have an espresso, and then rush out the door, right? Because that's how we take coffee here. So to think like, you know, have the bar open and then you have to wait half an hour in line just to get one espresso when you can do it at home. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. So nobody is gonna open just for that because unless you are a bakery and maybe, you know, but like still, it's not worth it to stay open for nothing. Like what, 100 euros per day?
Yeah, I see your point. I wouldn't definitely would not want to line up for coffee. Yeah,
so and then on the 18th, some shops will open too, back up. I don't know what type of less important shops will open, and then on the 1st of June, then restaurants and coffee places will open back up. Everything should go back to normal.
How is your view to like? Well, I'm curious. Like your job, does that allow you to work from home?
No,
not at all.
Sadly, no, not at all. Because I mean, I could. Because my main tasks are like the tech support for places. So like if there's somebody, I don't know, the coffee machine
Archangel
is having
Arts.
issues, then I call the
Sorry guys,
the
I
tech
can't
guys
join
and tell them,
because
okay,
my
you need to
sis,
go.
Robin,
Oh wait,
this
hang
place.
on,
is
hang
here
on.
for the first time since the corona outbreak.
Angel's messaging. Robin and Lucas is here for the first time since the corona outbreak.
Oh
No problem, Angel. We totally understand. I mean, today also has been a bit of a mess with technology.
Yeah, like you don't want to know. Like
Yeah.
it has been a problem, issue.
Sorry to interrupt. Yes, sorry. Your tech support.
Yeah, I mean, meaning like, so I have to call the technicians to tell them, you need to go to this place because there's a problem like that. So I could do that from my house, but obviously the places are closed, so there's no point. And the other part is, I write the contracts with, obviously there are none going on right now because everything is closed. And I don't know. I do a lot of things. I manage the orders when it comes to machineries, when it comes to supplies for coffee places, and obviously everything has stopped. So there's no use for me at the office.
I don't know. I'm like thinking like and I saw this post on Reddit about Malaysia the other day, and it was like day 43 of having this corona outbreak because there's so like nobody goes out, only those essential working people, and like the pollution level just drops so much.
Yeah.
Like the amount of like, if you could work from home, it would be like such a change in the work industry in 2020.
Oh yeah. I mean, I see the difference, but like aside from the fact that we have got news that like dolphins are back in the Mediterranean Sea now because of yeah, but I see the difference because Rome is full of pigeons everywhere, like they are everywhere, and because now people are not around, you know what I mean? Like they are conquering the city. I have pigeons in my balcony now, which I never, had, and now they're coming even here and pooping all over the place. So thanks coronavirus. Now I have pigeons because of you.
But like, if you had a choice, would you be happy to work from home?
No.
No?
Not at all. No. I get too distracted. I wouldn't have the discipline to work from home. Plus, if I were working from home, like I wouldn't go out ever because I don't have friends. So you know what I mean. That would mean staying in the house 24/7 every day, and that's just not nice. That's not healthy.
I don't know. For like personally, for me, I feel like I can be like. I mean, I'm already working from home, so technically it's no difference to me. But like, I feel like I am much more productive if I work in a space that I'm comfortable in.
That's true.
Like I don't know. Sometimes like the fact that you don't feel stressed because like I don't know. I feel like a work environment just kind of like increases your stress level because you know what that environment is. But doing it in like the comforts of your own home, I think I feel a little more productive in that sense.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, definitely the workplace is stressful. But I mean, it's the people that are stressful, not necessarily the space. It's just my boss is stressful. My coworkers are stressful.
But
like,
that's what the environment represents, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have a lot of fun at the office too, because like one of my coworkers, like we're very good friends, and like we laugh all the time together. It's just the problem is when I'm surrounded by stupid people, and so that makes me very angry. I don't have time for stupid people, but apparently I'm surrounded by them, which is a shame. No, it's true. It's true. Like, I mean, everybody knows that we have some very, very, very stupid people at the office, but they're still there. What can you do?
What can you do?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know. Who knows if I even have a job left.
But you'll be going to work soon, right? Because Italy's slightly
technically
opening.
in June when my probation ends.
But even though like Italy is opening their loosening the lockdown, no?
No, because I'm on probation. The company already gave my
Oh,
probation notice
right.
until the 1st of June, so I have to stay home. The problem is, like, first of all, the government is not giving me any money yet. I'm still waiting for my March paycheck, which I don't know if and when it will be
Shit,
done.
March.
Yes. Because obviously the government has to pay for, like, I don't know, 70% of Italy that is on probation now.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. Even the prime minister, like last Sunday, when he gave his speech and everything, he said, I know, I apologize on behalf of the organization, the thingy, for the delays and everything. I'm aware of the fact that still a lot of paychecks haven't been issued, but trust me that it all will be done in time and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, okay. Thanks for the apology. I still would like the money. So I don't know, maybe the company will close. I have no idea, honestly. Which it's not necessarily a bad thing, because I do not really like working there. So
Do you think, like, if, like, I don't know, looking at it as a silver lining, if they do not take you back, would you want to work somewhere else? Like,
yeah, I mean, obviously I will have to find another
yeah,
job.
but as in, like, will you be? I guess you won't totally be bummed about it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because on one hand, it's a very easy, so to speak. It's close to my house. You know what I mean? Even though that's also a negative, I get to see my dad every day, and whatever. But it's not necessarily. It's not a bad job. The problem is how the company is, organized and run by the boss. That's the only problem.
Hi, girls. So cool to see and hear Iris there.
Oh, guess to speak of the devil. Anne, we were just talking about you and how much we hate you because you're so awesome.
Anne, yeah, we were totally fangirling over you.
Yes.
A couple of minutes ago.
It was a sign that you came here.
Yes. That's not true. We were saying a bunch of mean stuff about you.
Fine art and
no.
Ha ha ha.
Yes. We were, like, basically complaining about how you're so good at everything you do. Stuff like that, I mean, just normal stuff.
Yeah. Usual jealousy stuff, like how can one person be so good at so many things? It's just like, stop being so rude, please.
Yes.
Give us something to.
Yeah.
Fine art and oh my, see no evil monkey, what were you talking about?
The emoji was so funny. Oh my, see no evil monkey. We were talking about how you're like a goddess with art, like anything you touch or do. Like your recent tryouts with the Procreate, oh my god, all your art just looks so freaking fabulous. Like,
it doesn't even look like first try, you know what I mean? It looks like you've been doing it for like 10 years or
you're
something.
such a liar. Such a liar on it.
I mean, that hippo, it's like, I need that in my life.
I know, it's like the cutest freaking hippo you ever seen.
I was dying when I saw that one.
Oh my god, yes. I don't know why, but I just imagine myself jumping on the hippo's belly like a trampoline.
No, I like the one where she has the back you can see the back, like his ass.
Oh yeah.
Right in front. Like, I want that. I want that one. That's me, actually.
You should design a shirt for that, Anne.
Oh my god, I would pay you like 500 euros for a shirt
totally.
like
I
that.
would support you on that. A freaking fat hippo, and I don't know, just put something catchy and like sassy on it.
Yeah.
Fine art and LOL, smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat. Well, I have painted digitally for years. Just not with tablet and that program.
Procreate is pretty awesome, am I right?
That doesn't make me feel any better though, Anna. You're still too good. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming out lovely though.
What
your,
is?
your flower.
Is it? Thank you. I don't understand what you are painting, honestly.
Don't bother at this point. This is the ugly phase.
Is that like the window that you were talking about before?
Yes.
Okay.
No
Now it
judgy.
makes
No judgy right now. You have no right.
No, it makes sense now because now it's just brown and like okay, but then I remembered that's supposed to be the window like, for
Yes.
the antisocial
I am
people.
so glad I explained to you
Fine
about the
art and-
window.
Damn connection. It keeps on breaking.
The stream is buffering. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, Anya. There's nothing I can do. The internet gods are a little stingy today.
Yeah, you should try to lower the quality maybe of the stream. Like if you go like to 360, I know like you won't be able to see everything, but at this point we are both on the ugly stage, so you're not missing much. Trust me.
But the thing is, I can't lower the volume, the quality right now because the stream is ongoing.
No, I said to Anne.
Oh.
Anne, because sometimes that happens to me too when I watch you, and that's what I do to fix the problem.
Smart.
I'll lower the resolution. Yeah. If not, then Anne, you can find us on Twitch. We are also there.
Yes, I hope
'Cause
Twitch is like
he's a
better.
genius.
Oh, so apparently, Anne, my stream apparently got banned yesterday on YouTube. Oh man, I can't even.
Elias is a criminal. She violated YouTube terms
apparently so.
Yeah, she's a criminal. Can't you tell from that face that she's a criminal? Doesn't she screams criminal?
What can I say? I mean, this face is just exploding with sins and all kinds of things.
You can't even say that right. You know?
I mean, I knew, I knew the universe has its favorites, but I mean, come on, look at this smug. Yeah,
You're
okay.
so like Jigglypuff, like I can't even stand it.
Yeah. Yes, I've never been called a Jigglypuff. However, Foxy said that you were very accurate.
I know, like it's just I can't even imagine how you be intimidating, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know what I mean? So, I was like too cute.
For all we know, I have the secrets of everybody in the world because my face is just, very trustworthy. But am I? Huh? You ever thought about that?
Yeah, you don't sound convincing at all when you say that. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine.
No.
Kind of forgot what we were talking about. I think we were talking about your future job or something.
I don't know, something depressing. I think.
Yes, the world.
Yeah. We'll see. I still have a month to think about it. We'll see. Oh my god, another month. Stupid virus.
Yep. Kind of miss my art store. But yeah, my art store hasn't been like, I don't know. I hope the owner is okay cuz like she's always like so overworked cuz she's the owner, but she likes to do everything herself. And every time I see her, she always look like she could use a really good sleep. But then like with the virus going on, I think it was very stressful on her because she still had to ship out orders, and especially during this time the orders would just pile up even more. And she couldn't get supplies in time and stuff like that. So I don't know what happened. Apparently the last time I checked her online store, I did not order anything during this time, but I checked her online store. Apparently they don't take any online orders now, and I haven't seen her Instagram got updated in like almost half a month, which was really, really like worrisome because she always like she's like an Instagram person, you know.
Oh,
Fine art
well,
N.
she's okay.
Yeah,
Did
I
your
hope so.
connection break? I got this no connection error message.
What?
Oh my god. I really don't think today's our day. I wonder if the connection got back on because OBS is not telling me anything. Because usually sometimes OBS will let me know.
On my end, like the stream is going normally on my end on YouTube. So I don't know, Anne. As I said, like if you have a Twitch account, that's the safest bet right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what was that loud sound?
Okay, I'm just gonna say check out Twitch if YouTube is super buffering. I'm not sure if you can read this. Mine looks so cartoony right now.
So does mine. It looks horrible. I don't like it
Yours
at
is starting
all.
to look nice. I love the shading of the shadow on the white peace lily.
Seriously?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Good. Yeah, serious.
Oh, thank you. To me, it looks horrible here in person.
Have you actually owned a peace lily before?
What?
Have you owned a peace lily before, the flower you're painting?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe.
I always
I don't know, I'm
wanted
not
to.
very.
I always wanted to own one because apparently they're good house plants. I read.
I'm not very good with plants. I tend to kill everything. So I don't really, I mean, flowers are beautiful. I like them, like to see and everything, but I don't really understand the concept of having them inside the house. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a garden with beautiful flowers. So
Yeah. But sometimes it just can't be helped. For example, like a condominium.
yeah, I mean, like even the concept of bringing your girlfriend flowers, like what? What am I
Oh
gonna
no,
do with that?
I
Like,
totally do not enjoy that. It's like
you
poor
know,
flowers, you killed them.
I mean, like bring me food if you want to make me happy. You know what I mean? That's how you
That's
conquer
more
me.
practical. Because, like,
Yeah,
you know, you're gonna give them cut flowers, it's gonna die anyways. I mean, like, what does that say
exactly.
about our relationship?
Yeah, like bring me, I don't know, pizza, bread, a cake,
Yeah,
something that I can peg out on. Or flowers. We are weird people.
We're practical people.
Yeah, we're foodies also. So
Mm-hmm.
that's that.
Also, like, but then I also don't see the, like, the practicality of buying chocolates during Valentine's Day because that's just burning your money. So no, thank you.
I don't understand the concept of Valentine's Day to begin with. So like,
Yeah,
I
I don't even know what is the history of Valentine's Day.
Saint Valentine.
That's the only thing I know about Valentine's.
Yeah, someone that became a saint, and for some reason now
Celebrate
we
love.
associate love with that, which is very weird because if he was a saint, what did he know about love?
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
Earth's many mysteries.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to bring me chocolate, feel free. It's just like bring it all year round because you know it's not like on February that I eat chocolate. I eat it all the time. Who wouldn't? Oh my god, the banana ice cream the other day with the melted chocolate. Oh my god, Elise, you have no idea how good that was.
I can only imagine.
Because I took the actual chocolate bar and I melted, you know.
Holy shit.
So it was exactly. It wasn't like syrup or stuff like that. It was like.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So good. It's not bad.
Yeah, looking good.
I still don't know if I should blend this with OMS a little bit, the white parts. Also, because if I do that, I need to get up, and I don't want to get up.
Oh wait, now that you mention it, we now have Anne, so you can pose your question to her now. If she gets connection, that is.
True. Yeah, that's true. Anne, what do you think? Should I use OMS? I'm using pastel matte though, and this is like polychromos. Well, no, that's not true. For the white part, I have the Derwent Artist and the Caran d'Ache Luminance, and yeah, a little bit of polychromos. So if you get this question, please answer me, because I don't know, because it looks very patchy still.
I don't know. I can't really. I don't know. When you mentioned patchy, I don't see patchy. I don't know if it's because of the quality of the video, but I think it blends quite well from my end actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's not because this is again like it's pastel matte, so obviously it's very rough. You don't necessarily have the smoothest layers. That's So that's why maybe like if I smooth it out a little bit with OMS, it gets a bit more blended. I don't know. I'm very unsure. I don't know. Did you guys watch Tiger King yet?
Oh yes, we finished it actually.
You did?
Yeah.
You didn't say anything?
Sorry, I wanted to tell you. I wanted to tell you during the live stream, but there was so much technology demons around, so yeah. I totally forgot. Holy shit, and I thought this was... If this wasn't a documentary, I just thought it was like totally fiction.
Right?
Yeah, it's so like... What?
I told you it's the best trashy reality TV that's actually a real story.
Man, it's a little messed up though that these people exist.
A little messed up. Everything about that documentary is messed up.
It
like,
is messed up.
Just...
The thing is, I don't know. The scary thing is the fact that they're so charismatic, and like, if some guy was holding a tiger cub and reassuring me it's alright, you can pet it, I would definitely pet it, and I won't be none the wiser of what is actually going on or what's happening to these tigers. You know, I feel very worried. Like, all these organizations, can you really trust that what they're doing really is the right thing? You know?
Exactly.
It's really, really scary because all these people... I don't know, especially these people, they're really, really scary to me because when they speak, there's no doubt in their voice at all. And I can see why many people would like fall for their trap of like, you know, that's why they have like a little cult going on, you know?
Exactly, they are cult leaders. It's the same reason how did people follow Charles Manson? Because he was charismatic, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, hey, Donald Trump was elected president. I mean, that's something.
Yeah, and when you think about it, a lot of them preyed upon the weak, you know what I mean? Like they went out to people that were homeless or didn't have a job, and
or they just came out of prison, and like...
Yeah, and if you're gonna offer them shelter and food, who's gonna say no to you? You know what I mean? Like obviously. So, and I don't know if you watched the post interviews, like I haven't yet, but I seen some photos of one of these of the husband that now, because of the documentary, has all brand new teeth and everything. So now he's living his best life right now. You know what I mean? He got all the money from the documentary and new teeth because he's a meth head, so obviously his teeth fell down, rot. It's not pretty at all.
Yeah, it's not, but holy shit.
It's so messed up. Even that lady over there, like Mother Teresa.
Oh, yeah, holy shit.
Like, you're so good and whatever, pro animal, but yet you wear leopard print. I understand it's not real fur, but doesn't that...
Yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, I kind of look. I like when she mentioned, "Oh, this is leopard print. That is leopard print." I'm like,
Like,
okay.
isn't that goes against anything? Like I guess it's stupid. And I'm not the only one who thought that. Like is this lady for real? Like she's pro animal, but yet her whole house, it's made of animal print. It's just like I don't get it.
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess if you replace animal print to fake leather though, like when you buy those bags, I mean, like, I don't know. I do have a few bags that are like fake leather because it looks pretty. I'm guilty of that.
But for sure, the thing is like she's an activist. You know what I mean? She's the one
Yeah.
that's protecting the animals, and it's like somebody that is anti-fur wearing a fake fur. You know what I mean? Like, what? What are you doing, lady?
Yeah,
Do you
and
think that she actually did it?
And the fact that like everybody under her doesn't work for her, they volunteer crazy hours.
Yeah. She is a cult leader as well. You know what I mean? She acts all high and mighty, but she is as well.
Which is what I mentioned to Fox, that to Dark Fox, that why I like the documentary so much. Like, it doesn't choose sides. It tries to tell the whole story in a very what's that word? It doesn't take sides. And so, because like, at first you thought, oh, okay, she's gonna be the good guy that's gonna rescue all these cats, but then you realize that she's also a little messed up.
Exactly. Do you think she did it?
I really don't know. I mean, it's one thing to be a total asshole, but it's another thing to actually take someone's life. I have really no idea.
Right? I can't even decide. I mean, because obviously for entertainment reason, like, oh yeah, she did it. You know what I mean? It makes it all so juicy, but I don't know. You know what I mean? She does have. The one thing that really disturbed me about her, that every time she was talking about something that was very violent or accusations or stuff like that, I don't know if you noticed, she laughed all the time.
I noticed that. I was like, oh, that you got poor humor, like something like, I don't know, I can't remember.
That's a sign that you, one, A, are guilty, or two, you're a psychopath. You know what I mean? That's not good at all. And that husband, honestly, the video of them together, of him singing to her, like, oh my god, it's one of the cringiest things I've ever seen in my life.
Please, there were so many music videos in that.
Oh my god.
It was all very cringy.
Yeah, I told you, it's the Jersey Shore of, Midwest America or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so bad. And I knew about Joe Exotic from an old documentary from the BBC with Louis Theroux, who did America's Most Dangerous Pets. And Joe Exotic was in a segment of the documentary. So when I saw it on Netflix, I said, oh my God, I know this guy. Like, damn, he aged badly, but that's him. Yeah.
I mean, when you're doing drugs and every poison in the spectrum, you're gonna look pretty shitty at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a good-looking man to begin with, so that obviously.
Oh, wow! Like his latest husband, and how he invited the mother of the recent husband that died, and then just like.
Oh yeah.
That was
I think
really messed up.
the thing that upset me the most was the scene when the meat truck came from Walmart, and them picking up the meat like that, the raw meat with, their bare hands all dirty to eat themselves.
I was so shocked. I was like, holy shit, that's for the world. Because first of all, I don't know, you should give that to the tigers. And then the fact that, oh my god, I really pity the employees because they just don't have enough money, and then they're already picking up all this like crap meat for themselves.
Because they don't know any better. You know what I mean? What else do they know? Like, if they are on the street, they're gonna eat trash anyway. So they think, hey, this is an upgrade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like security for them.
Yeah, this is just, and the lady that got her
arm
cut off.
Yeah,
that's what you get, karma. Even when Joe was almost attacked by one of the tigers at the shoot, that he had to shoot a tiger, to shot at a tiger. Like, that's
that one was, it was crazy. But I don't know.
That's
I really
kind of
pity the
yes.
employee because I think she was kind of brainwashed. Like, and I don't know. I wonder, like, if in her head she really thought she was like helping cats. You know, that's why she.
I think that everybody had the idea that, oh, we're doing the right thing, obviously. So I think she was not necessarily 100% brainwashed, because in some of the segments where she was being interviewed, she didn't speak too in favor of Joe Exotic. She was really an animal lover, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And,
That's why she came back right away after,
yeah.
the arm amputation.
And yeah, that's the thing. Like, cause instead of like furthering your treatment, she could have gotten plastic surgery to like I don't know, like to or I don't know. She could have done so much more for her arm, but she was like, no, I gotta get 10 to these cats. Like I don't know, like because Joe Exotic and his little cult, like whether he because the whole reason why they make them stay is like you provide them with a cause that what you're doing is righteous.
Mhm.
And for him it's like, oh, like in the beginning the way they portray Joe Exotic, I was like, oh yeah, it kind of like he does love cats. The argument he puts up, like it does sound kind of compelling because like he was like going on tours and he was like showing cubs to kids, educating them about tigers. You kind of at first, like from the outside, I would actually think like, oh, okay, this is actually for a good cause. Like people can't do anything unless they're educated about it. So I thought, I don't know.
I mean, but like that's the thing. It's okay. He loves cat. Like that's a bit more complicated. Like because there's levels of love, and not necessarily all love it's healthy. That's the problem. Because when you think about abusive relationship, the guy always says, "I love you" to the lady. You know what I mean? And maybe
Yeah.
he really means it. It's just like his idea of love is completely messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not the right one. So I'm sure that in his mind he loves this animal. What he's doing is right, but it's not necessarily true. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean.
So yeah.
But yeah, in all honesty, he really didn't love his tigers. I mean, you won't treat the thing you love to be a baby factory.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Which, yeah, oh my god, like it totally got so sickening how he treated his tigers like baby factories, and then the moment they're born, he's just gonna separate them from the mom and straight away sell them.
Yeah, I mean, but not just that, even the way the employees were, like the living conditions of the
Oh
employees,
yeah.
like rats and no air conditioning, and oh my God, like, and I understand for them it's an improvement compared to the street, but
Yeah.
seriously, dude,
That's like
messed up.
Yeah, that's definitely messed up. Like you take people from their worst and you tell them this is a much improvement, and they just feel like, okay, it can't get any better than this, and that's why they stay.
Yeah. Yep.
Which I don't know though. I feel like, I guess even like I would understand prisoners, because I from what I understand, like in America it's really hard for ex-cons to actually get a job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. That's the whole problem with American society, which I'm not going to get into because I don't want to offend anybody, and this is not my channel, so I'm going to stay quiet. But there's another awesome documentary, which is a Wild Wild Country, and it's the story about Osho Bhagwan, the Indian guru. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
No, not really.
He was a like Hindu spiritual guru, stuff like that. That came up with this new whole movement about religion and humans and superhumans and whatever, blah blah blah. So it's another cult, really, as always. And his crimes in the USA, because he eventually moved his city, because he built a city in America in the middle of nowhere, and obviously a lot of sketchy stuff was going on there. So that's another awesome documentary to watch.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
What's it called again?
Wild Wild Country.
Wild Wild Country. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You know what? I'm actually finished with this drawing. God damn.
That, come on, that's so fast. You're leaving me hanging here. Look at mine. It's still the ugly face. Look at this.
I know. sorry. I didn't think it was gonna take so little to do it. I thought it was gonna take
You're gonna find another subject and you're gonna join me and
What's
continue.
this? What? I'm innocent, I swear. I'm almost done with this, yeah.
Cult is a very interesting topic.
I love everything that has to do with it. I mean, like the psychology of the mind behind it. It's so interesting. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's so interesting how they can get a person to commit and just do terrible things to them, and they just feel like it's legit or something.
Well, think of the whole drink the Kool-Aid thing. I mean, that guy, I don't remember his name now. He managed to kill, I don't know how many people with his ideas. And he had a mass suicide event. I mean, that's crazy when you think about it. You know what I mean? Like, who does that? Apparently, he managed to do it. Like, how? I have no idea.
Humans are very complicating.
Yeah, but I can't watch stuff that it's too scary or complicated because now I live by myself. Because before I used to watch all documentaries about serial killers and, you know, evil people, cannibals and stuff like that. Now I can't watch it anymore because I get too scary. I'm afraid.
No, I feel like when I watch reality TV, I try to watch the more wholesome one, like Tiny House Nation.
I've seen that one episode.
It's so cute, okay? It's like so cute. You can get like, you know, getting small houses. Personally, I don't think I can ever deal with a small house, but like, it's so innovative how they design the house so that it can fit as much stuff in there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's very interesting from the whole design point of view, but like honestly, really, dude, like I saw one that was a family of 4 with 2 kids. Like, talk about privacy. Like, I mean, their bed was next to the kids' bed. Like, hello, I'm like, mommy and daddy will never be alone together. Like, I mean, I don't get it. I mean, 2 kids under 4 years of age. Like, are you serious? That sounds like a nightmare.
No, I kind of get it. I mean, like, I personally, I would never go for tiny house, but it's just nice to see the innovative designs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's another one, oh, it's still on Netflix, about like the world's most like strangest house or something like that. You know what I mean? There was this one, yeah, the most, I don't know, innovative or like weird houses in the world or whatever. I watched one where it was in Spain, this famous like chef.
Okay, Spain. I thought you said space. Then I'm like, okay, that's really weird.
No. In Spain, this famous like star chef, Michelin star chef or whatever, like she had this house custom made and by this famous architect or whatever. And it's literally like I don't even know how to describe it. It's the ugliest thing ever. It's huge because it's so long, but it's like in the middle of like it fit inside a mountain, and there's 3 columns and a long corridor, and that's the house. And there is no furniture. There is just one sofa, and the beds are like flat on the floor. There is nothing. It's all metal inside. It's the ugliest thing ever, and it costs like I don't know how millions and millions of euros. Like seriously.
I mean, a banana sold for what? How many millions of dollars? I don't know if these people know what they want.
People are stupid. It's just
it could be like like Emperor's New Clothes, just some seller said like, oh, you get this, you are gonna be one of the most brilliant people on the planet, and the person will go like, yeah, money, and then
stupid. I don't get it. Like, look at us over here busting our ass, spending hours and hours and hours on a project, and this guy comes along with a banana and, steals our thunder. What's happening to the world?
Oh, you ever see that guy just grab his banana and you got dessert, alright?
Oh, God, oh, man.
And then he won't have any artwork to sell anymore.
Oh, man. Okay, quick break, and I'll be right back, and I'll get you on this because I've decided to do that. I'll be right back.
Alright. This is coming along uglily, if that is a word. It's the ugly face, but it's cool. I mean, I appreciate you guys for sticking with me throughout this ugly phase. Usually looks like this until I put the inks. But I don't know. Before every artwork, I always feel this sense of nervousness, anxiety that it won't come out the way I want. But especially when it's on stream, the stress level is just kind of like, oh shoot, people are watching me. I gotta do a good job. Yeah. But I think now is just trying to like really. I just like your company, honestly. That I just like, even yesterday I was just priming my dragon boxes and I didn't even do anything interesting. Like, I'm not painting or anything, I'm just priming boxes, but it's interesting to like, I mean, like, I get to talk to my friends from all over the world as I stream, so I think that's a big plus. So you guys being here today, watching.
Are you talking to yourself?
Yeah. I mean, talking to the viewers. I'm not crazy or anything. Jeez. So I'm just grateful you guys are here to watch my ugly painting in the process. See, okay, done. I'm talking to people. Okay? I think.
Okay. Okay, you're not crazy. Okay. It's okay. I talk to myself all the time. So.
Well, if you're streaming, it's a wonderful trait. I don't know. I feel like it's more interesting to like. The thing is, I like streams where people talk, but the thing is, when they start talking, is obviously because they have followers. But then if you don't have followers, who are you gonna talk to? But then if you don't talk, it's like a chicken and egg situation. So if you don't talk, then you can't find that person interesting because you don't know about their lives. Then you can't stick with them.
Yeah.
I mean, but if that's
yeah, I mean, that there's a balance between over talking and over silence.
Yes.
But,
I hope I don't over talk. But if I do over talk, then I realize why my numbers do decrease.
No, you don't over talk. Actually, you're usually very well balanced. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're sweet.
Well, also because like a lot of times I jump in and start telling you stupid stuff. So.
Oh, I love that. I mean, that's what friends are for.
Yeah, I'm making a mess with this OMS. Anne, why did you tell me not to do it?
Well, I don't think Anne said anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to blame somebody. Shh.
Okay.
I don't want to take the blame for me. Yeah, OMS works with this, but it's just like it's not very absorbent, so it moves a lot of the pigments around rather than blending it.
I kind of understand that. That kind of happens with acrylic sometimes. Like, it doesn't really blend properly, but it moves the paint around, and then like,
yeah.
And then you're like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. Damn it.
Yeah, stop it. Stay there. Now it's gonna take forever to dry.
I am glad that you and I have this opportunity where we can art jam a little bit more than usual. Cause
yeah.
Once lockdown has been lifted and life is back to normal, you know, we won't be able to do this again. Not as often,
That's
at
very
least.
true. That's very true. I don't know why we never do it usually, like regularly, even without the lockdown. I don't know. Oh yeah, because now you have a boyfriend, so you're too busy.
Well, also, like, I can imagine you guys would be really tired and you just want, like, you know, your own day to yourself.
It depends. It depends on the week, honestly. You know, I mean, it's not necessarily always a traumatic week, but I don't know.
Cause I think I could, like, I would imagine you guys, like, you just want to do your thing, don't want to, I mean, like, at least that's for me, like, you know, if you have, like, a tiring week, you're just like, no, don't want to deal. Just
Yeah,
be, like, an irresponsible child for once.
sometimes, yeah. As I said, it depends on the week, on how it all
Yeah.
went down. Because, yeah, I don't know. This is gonna take forever to dry. Yay! And it stinks.
Like, wait, literally?
Yeah, well, no, not really. I mean, this is orange flavor, so it's not really a bad smell.
Okay.
The OMS really, really, really stinks. So lucky. Is the glass okay? What do you think?
I think it looks good.
Well, it's not very straight, the line.
Is it not?
No, not really. Yeah, now it's better. Yeah. Mess. Whatever.
Alright, I gotta hydrate. Gotta hydrate.
Yeah, me too, honestly. Oh.
I am really happy we did the art jam because that really got the ball rolling for me. Also, I'm no longer addicted to my game, so that's good. That also helped.
That's good. Yep. Yeah, well, I remember you saying something on social media. I'm not gonna, share my art anymore. And blah blah blah. Well, shut up. I knew you would come back.
I would, given time.
I know. You just were having a moment.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, that's because, you know, the whole social media, looking at how awesome other people are.
Yeah, I get it. But I feel jealous, obviously, but it doesn't defeat me most of the time. I don't know why, but it should, because it's normal to
Hello, because you're awesome and you already know that.
No, because there's a lot of stuff that I wish I could do better. You know what I mean? It's just like I just accepted the fact that I at this level, and I already improved so much since I started. So I honestly don't need to compete with anybody.
Well, that's awesome. That's a really good like attitude because like I did not feel that way. I feel like, oh, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. I want to do it now. And then like when I like try to, I have like all this unrealistic expectation. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then after it didn't turn out fine. I'm like, come on, when is it gonna happen?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, if I could make it happen right away, like, yeah, I'd love to be able to do some of the stuff that I see online and whatever. But I don't. I know that if I don't put the time to actually try and do it, it's not gonna happen. And I don't want to put the time in because I don't care to do it. So I should be just happy with it, with what I can do, what I cannot do. And, you know, I made a conscious decision not to improve anymore, you know what I mean? And expand. So can be mad at myself. I mean, I can, but I won't, because that's what the point, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I also feel like I put like pressure in me because I feel like one day I do wish this can be like my full-time gig, but then I have to like prove to myself that I can actually be successful with it before I stop, you know? Cuz like imagine being a full-time artist, it's really going to be really difficult monetary wise and stuff like that as well. So I get like really worried that
Yeah, but like one thing that I mean, I understand you want this to be your profession and everything, but I think one of the things that is also stopping you a little bit or making it more difficult is the fact that you have so many mediums you work with, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but you know what I mean? If you try so many at once, you're gonna be like at a 7 for all of them without being a 10 in like half of them. That depends on what you want to do. If you want to be a 10, then you need to focus all your energy on maybe 1 or 2 and be great at it. You know what I mean? You are great with all of them. It's just like, for example, acrylic, you're very good, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you are at the same level, you know, with graphite or watercolor as you are in acrylic. That just depends on what you want to do.
Yeah. Oh, time.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, this last year you started, you do digital, acrylic, graphite, watercolors, and wash. Like anything else, you want to try pastels too, color pencils now? Like what else do you want to do? You know what I mean? Isn't that enough?
And I'm sorry, and last week you asked me if I wanted to try color pencils.
Yeah, I mean, like, right? I mean, that's the only two there are left. Maybe oil painting. There you go. Then you have everything. You get what I'm saying? Even Lisa always says before you go to a new medium, it depends like how good you want to be in that medium. If you want to be successful with your art, then you need to master at least one medium before you move to the next one.
That's true. I guess it's kind of like back to the whole nature being so balanced that you can't be good at everything. You can't have everything. There's like a balancing scale to it.
Not necessarily that. I mean, you can be great at all the mediums that you want to do.
But
it's just like you
takes
need time to invest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It depends on, okay, for example, if you decide, you said that this is going to be, you want this to be your career. So which medium would you work with? You know what I mean? Because you also have to think about your brand. If you do become a full-time artist, what are you going to be known for?
Yeah, true.
I mean, Lisa is known for being color pencils and acrylics, but she's 40 or whatever, you know what I mean? She now can branch out because she has done her, you know, her working years. That's the difference, my dear. Am I annoying because I'm saying the truth?
No. Not annoying. It's definitely all the things yeah, definitely I have thought about it, yes. And of course what you say does make sense. You sound as if you're disappointed I won't lash back at you. Like, no, drama.
No. It's just like, yeah, sometimes I tend to overstate my thoughts and not necessarily people ask for my advice. So, you know, like I was trying to be, you know.
Make sure you don't step on my toes too much.
Exactly. I don't want to crush your spirit completely. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Yes. Oh, and I forgot, you also do, you know, miniature paintings now, because that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Paint dragons too, you know what I mean? And make necklaces.
But yeah, I see your point.
Yeah, I mean, you have so much enthusiasm and love for art. You have so much talent, which I understand why you want to learn everything and try everything. You're young, you love art, so obviously you're going to do that. It's just if you really are serious about making this a career, then you need to come up with a plan. Because
Yeah.
okay, I'm done. I'm done being a big sister. Let's change this up. Let's go back to talk about Tiger King.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, the way he just treat people around him, it was very shocking. Like his husband died like what recently, and then 2 months later he found a new husband. Whoa, that is not love. That is what you're doing is like trying to put a band-aid on like a gunshot wound. You know.
That is a person that cannot function on his own.
Yeah.
He's terrified of being alone.
Yeah, he wants people to worship him, not really necessarily love him.
Yeah, but I don't even think like he loves them. You know what I mean? It's just
No,
like I'd rather be with someone rather than being alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. An addiction, if you will, I guess.
Absolutely. That's why, even the cult system, you know what I mean? All these people, depend on me. So I feel needed. I feel wanted. And I'm not alone.
I don't know if like he knows that it's not exactly love. I kind of like all these cult people, do they know what they're doing is actually like, did they actually Google what makes a cult? Or do they like just naturally, oh, okay, I will get people from the most hopeless situation and take advantage of them kind of thing? Whether it comes like, like naturally, or
it's
like they just Google.
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, Foxy said it depends on the person, and honestly, it depends on if you have only known that type of love and you haven't experienced anything else in your life, then to you, that's the only type of love that exists. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel really it's because of people like this makes very like non-profit organizations very like, are they trustworthy really? Because like you kind of like want to donate to help their cause, but then you don't really exactly know what you're donating for.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to feel about that, because like
I don't
who are you
trust
gonna donate
charity organization unless they are the big ones. You know what I mean? I don't give money to charity because majority of the time that money goes into the pockets of the owners or whatever, rather than
Really?
to
I thought it was like the opposite. If it's like really, really big, you're kind of like well known, like PETA. Like PETA is not all that self-righteous, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, do you want the biggest example? The Vatican. Like, do you think that all the money that people give goes to the actual orphans or to Africa? Hello.
Point taken.
That's why I've never donated like a dime or a cent to them, because you're not getting my money. Sorry if I'm offending people that are Catholic, but I get to say that because I live in Rome, okay? So I know stuff. And I'm entitled to say it. It's like the Pope when he has been praying for months now. Oh, let's pray for the souls of the people with the virus. Why don't you make a donation to the hospital? Since you are the only one who has all the billions in the world right now, why don't you do that? Instead of telling me to pray, help out. You know what I mean? That's a thought.
Yes, I don't know. What you say may sound outrageous.
What? Is it too much? Am I crossing the line?
No, no.
Am I getting the channel reported? Please don't report the channel, people. Report my channel. It's dead now anyway. Iris Black. Hey.
Yeah, what happened to your channel? You used to like post you had your color pencils going on for a while, like, and you were like so good. I think the latest one was the flamingo, I think. Was it? Oh no, was that Instagram?
No.
Oh my god, I'm mixing it up.
Was the black and white portrait from like October last year.
What? No, my gosh, I don't know.
I think so. Let me check. No, I don't have the.
I was
don't
like
care.
mixing it up with Instagram.
Yeah, I don't really care making videos anymore.
So troublesome. Like, yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, it was 8 months ago my last video.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah, I guess I'm also like watching reality TV shows about houses because I don't know, I'm like having fun trying to design a house. It's like thinking about what it'd be like when I have a house of my own.
Oh yeah, I totally get that. I mean, even I get on the mail like IKEA catalogs all the time, all year round.
And they make it so nice.
Yeah, and so before throwing them away, I always give it a quick look to get ideas and stuff like that. Honestly, right now the best thing is like The Sims 4. I purchased it like last month. Dude, it's the best thing ever because I get to live a life, vicariously through my characters. And I can build houses, my dream house and everything. It's so cool.
Oh my gosh. Is it on PC?
Girl, PlayStation.
Oh no, God, I knew you were gonna say that. Jeez, why did I even ask?
I don't know. I was like, I'm not lame like you. I have a PlayStation. Yeah, which is weird because I used to play with a computer, but it's totally easy to do that with a joypad as well. I
Really?
make this gorgeous house. It's awesome.
Yeah, I remember I used to play Sims 4 when I was younger, but that was like Sims, not even a number. It was like just Sims. It was like
The Sims, yes.
That was how long ago? So yeah, I don't even remember. How's that like?
I remember the first one when it came out. Me and my sister would play it on our computer and everything, and we would make families with like kids.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, because we never gave a crap about the kid, because we didn't know how to properly play. You have to gain skills level when it comes to cooking and whatever thing. You have to take care of the child. Social services would always come to take our child away. All the time, my mom was horrified. Like, how is it possible? You're not letting, you're not feeding your child. We're taking it away. Like, what are you doing, girls?
You guys are unfit parents. It's a sign.
Exactly.
Yes, I remember you you can't even feed your own avatar, or sometimes you don't make them go to the toilet and they'll just like pee themselves on the floor and they'll start crying.
Yes. Oh, I don't know if you ever done it, like to trap them inside a room.
Oh, I've never tried that.
With the wall. You've never tried that, and to make the character die. Because after a while they start getting tired, then hungry, then they pee themselves, then they start to stink, and after a little bit they completely die. They explode and die. Because...
Oh gosh.
Yeah, twisted, teen years in my house.
Should start playing it again.
So fun. The only problem is I played it for like a week or something, and it took me forever to get engaged, and the character got engaged, finally got married, and after like 2 days of me being married, the character became old. Like, my
What?
character is now an old lady. And I thought, okay, now I just got married, I'm gonna have kids now in the game, and she became an old lady like the next day. And so, like, okay, that's
Wow.
it. Yeah, I mean, it goes very fast. And so I tricked the game and I added a new family member, which is a teenager. That way I have all the teenage years to make her learn all the skills and whatever. So by the time she's an adult.
So I don't understand what the game is trying to tell you. You should have kids before you marry, or not you die of old age
No,
2
it's
days
just a
later.
coincidence because it took me so long to get a character to have like a level 5 cooking, a level 5 painting, and whatever, and blah blah blah. I didn't spend enough time, looking for a relationship or whatever, going outside the house. I was trying to be a super skilled Sims and working all the time.
I had no idea they had like a lifespan or something.
Yeah. So she is about to die. Like, I think in a week she's gonna die. And even my husband, who turned old, like, after me, so I had a boy toy for a little bit. So yeah, now I have a teenager. That way, while she's in school, I can teach her all how to cook, how to do all the stuff. And when she becomes an adult, she can, reproduce.
I guess you could relate that to people in real life. Like, I don't have time. I need to like progress in my career first before I find a husband.
Yes, also because I made my sim like career oriented rather than family oriented. So obviously,
that is actually really interesting.
Yeah. And obviously she's a painter, so you have goals that you have to reach for your character or for work. And so I spent most of my time, painting to achieve like all the skills and be a better employee and become a better painter and blah blah blah. And friends would call you on the phone, say, "Can I come and hang out?"
No.
I was about to curse, sorry. So no, don't come inside my house. Stay where you are. See, that's me.
I guess that's what Sims is all about, right? Just living vicariously.
Oh yeah, especially during this time, because.
Oh yeah, I guess that's why I was like so addicted to Animal Crossing, because you're like building a life in there to the point that you forgot there was actually things to do out here too.
Yes. Can you only play that on the Nintendo thingy, right?
Yeah, it's exclusive to Nintendo Switch. So I got a console too that you don't have, huh?
Yeah, console for kids. Good for you.
Hey, allow that play it too, okay? You offended a lot of people.
Hey, I have a Wii, so look who's talking.
Alright. Who plays the Wii anymore?
Wii.
Okay,
I can't play it anymore as well. I haven't played it in years, but I mean, the only reason why I got it was to play, well, they gave it to me, like, was a gift. It was to play Mario Kart. Like, that's the best game ever of all time.
Yeah.
And I always win, so I like that game. Nobody beats me. Is that better? Is that a little bit better? I don't know. I can't tell anymore.
What did you do?
I don't know. I just added some more color. Meh. Yeah.
Okay, it's turning into something here.
Yes. I like the effect of the wood on the sides of the wall.
Aw, thank you.
It's pretty great.
Thank you very much.
Oh, my back. Ouch. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay, what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna abandon me?
I honestly don't know. I don't even like this project, as I said.
What?
Yeah, when you don't feel a painting, you don't necessarily feel it, but you do it anyway.
Yeah,
So-
I totally get that.
But it's okay because I completed it anyway, so.
It's always good to complete it.
Mhm. No raccoon.
No raccoon. So what are you gonna do while I do this? Unless you're gonna like, I don't know, disappear.
No, we're not disappearing on you. I don't know. I was thinking, oh, I could do the cat thingy, but I took away all my pencils, so I don't know.
Ah, yes, you've been talking about this cat, which I have not seen.
Well, I would have to, gather all the pencils again because I don't put them away. Like there's like 500 of them. So I'll show you the cat though. Hold on.
Okay.
I'll grab it. So hold on. Let me take this away. This away.
All right, let's see this kitty cat. Ah, it looks like a little tiger. So cute.
I don't even know if the position right on the screen. Is it? No, it's too high.
Yeah, it's a little high, but actually, like at least nothing of the cat is being cut off, so it's fine.
Better like this, maybe. So see, this is the kitty cat.
Nice.
Is it? I don't find it to be particularly good. I messed up in this area here on the right cheek because I was drawing when I wasn't feeling it, and so I made a mess.
I'm guessing like is it very difficult to like fix it because it's color pencils.
To what? To
Difficult to fix it.
Yeah, especially because I had the brilliant idea of burnishing a lot rather than making soft layers of going very slow. No, I went to town with it, like, yeah, let me burnish everything and ruin my drawing. I need to find my pencils. So, hold on. Okay, fine. I will continue working on the kitty cat. I just have to find the photo.
Yay!
Stupid cat.
So apparently this is really cool because this is a tap for drinking water. So you don't even have to order water.
Nice.
Yes. It's like totally antisocial. It's the place for antisocial people to go.
Stupid cat. Sorry.
It's like, wow, so much anger.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wanted to paint to draw a cat, so I just thought, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And now I regret it. And I forgot to take my palette of colors, and I'm an idiot. Where is it? Okay. Why do animals have so much fur? It's not right.
Yes, I know. Which is why I also, in a way, don't really like enjoying doing the realistic acrylic pieces because it just takes so long because of the goddamn fur.
Exactly.
Mm,
But the results are always so beautiful.
yes. Agreed.
That's how they get you. You know what I mean? They lure you in with like how pretty they are.
Yeah. You know, I cleaned up my workspace. I think Wendy would be proud. Maybe not super proud because that lady is super, super organized.
Yeah.
So okay, she'll be a little bit happy, I guess.
At the beginning of this stupid lockdown, I rearranged perfectly all my polychromos pencils in my wooden case and everything. They were so perfect and beautiful and pretty and whatever. Obviously, like it took like 3 days to mess them all up again. So
Yeah,
like,
that's
why
the
bother?
thing. It's like it's really therapeutic to clean, but then after that, it's like, oh my god, can you maintain this?
Exactly. It's like when you clean out your closet, you fold everything pretty
Oh
and
my
make
god,
it all
yeah.
like organized, and then after a week, it's sort of like, yeah.
So that's happening to me right now. I mean, I fold everything all nicely and stuff. I'm just really scared that I won't
Oh, I know
maintain
that
it.
it's gonna happen. Yeah. I haven't been able to keep an organized closet since ever. So this is horrible. I messed it up so much on this side. I don't like it at all.
Aww.
Yeah, I made a very big mistake on this side. It's all effed up.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, it's a shame because I think it was coming along quite well, I think. I mean, this other side, but I completely messed up this other one. It looks fluffy.
It does. And then I find it a little too orangey, I think. I don't know whether is it like maybe because of webcam.
I saturated it a lot because the reference photo was so dull and pale and everything. And I thought, like, if it's gonna be that pale, like, how am I gonna get that tan color without making it look like it's pink? So I said, you know what? Who cares? Let's make it super. And honestly, I'm not even using orange. I have no orange. Like, this is the orangest one, and it's not even orange. It's burnt ochre and terracotta.
Wow, okay.
So it's not even orange.
Yeah, okay.
Don't just tell me that my cat looks weird.
Well,
Are you
it's
insulting my kitty cat?
it's always too soon to tell.
Ah.
That's the thing about artists, isn't it? You always have to go through the ugly phase.
I hate the ugly face.
Yeah. Man, that one will really start testing you whether you can, be worthy.
For sure. And even more to the point, where are my pencils? Hello? Nope. Yay, found them. What's going on?
No, I think I'm gonna use gouache for this because I don't have black. So I'm gonna add black. I don't know, we'll see.
Oh, color pencils are tedious sometimes.
Does it bring you joy though?
At this moment, no. But it's true that they are the slowest medium, so gotta have a lot of patience.
Yeah, I guess at this point I'm like, yep, don't envy color pencil users.
It's fun because it's fun, but sometimes it's like, okay, can you just be done already? Can we move on? Oh, have you watched the what's his name? The Witcher on Netflix?
Oh yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good? Because I haven't watched it yet.
I think it was pretty good. As a person who never played the game,
Huh.
the game has always been on my to play list, but
Takes a
typical.
lot of time.
Yeah, it's a very long game.
I haven't finished it yet, and I started playing it last summer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Then I stopped for a moment, and I have this thing with video games that I start them, but then I never finish them.
Yeah, it's really hard, especially when you have like, I don't know, a life
Yeah.
that you have to tend to. It can be difficult.
It is really good, though. It's a really good game, obviously.
I mean, first of all, it's Henry Cavill, so
I mean, yeah.
you really got some eye candy there.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt. Even though, like, he doesn't really look like Geralt in the game, but you know,
I
still
think
a
his
good choice.
portrayal is really good, especially the way he did with the voice. It totally does not sound like Henry Cavill at all.
That I don't know, but I mean, yeah, he's handsome, so he has that whole like bad boy look, and so it's good. Ooh, you know another one that you should watch? It's The Bodyguard. Oh, still on. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Amazon Prime Video. I don't remember, but it's a British one about and has the same actor of Game of Thrones that plays Robb Stark, like Eddard's first son.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. It's only like 8 episodes. So good. So good.
Bodyguard. What's it about? Who's he? Whose body is he
He's
guarding?
yeah, he's an ex military person or whatever, and he gets assigned to be the bodyguard, the personal bodyguard of oh, what's her name? The minister of like internal affairs or something like that. I don't remember the correct like name in English, but yeah, one of the ministers pretty much, and she's very different from him, and so it's all his conflict between coming back from the war and everything, and his job protected this lady in London during the terrorist frenzy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, my God, we are gonna die.
Is it American? Sounds American.
No, it's English, and it's so well made. Like, it's awesome. And I usually don't like that stuff, like when it comes to politics and terrorists.
Yeah,
and
yeah. It's
whatever.
really politics is so hard to follow.
Yeah, I hate that and stuff. Like, I find it to be boring. But oh my God, that is so good.
Which was also kind of like one of the few things like I didn't think I would enjoy from Game of Thrones, because like Game of Thrones definitely, like, from the title itself, it sounds very political and stuff.
Yep.
But I mean, dragons.
Oh no. You're
Yes.
one of them.
Yes.
Oh no. I think the politics was my favorite part of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it
honestly.
was.
Season 1 will always be the best one.
It was interesting. Like, I like how it made it enough for me to understand what on earth was going on. Like, every time in politics, like, oh no, we're gonna like backstab this guy, but this is how we're gonna do it. And I'm like, what? I don't understand what how does that. Okay, I'll just like watch it.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is awesome. Season 1 with all the politics is so entertaining, and it's so relatable also to the real world when you think about it.
Yeah, and it's like how your actions definitely have consequences.
Mm-hmm. And then came season 8 and pooped all over the place and ruined the franchise for me. Thank you. Yeah, to me, in my mind, like there was no season 8. I mean, like I'm still in season 6, because even season 7 was a disaster. So
I understand.
No season yet. I invested 4 years of my life in that thing. Like, my life revolved around Game of Thrones, and then you're gonna give me that crap?
I wonder how does George R. Martin, like, now he knows how everybody is like hating on season 8. I'm like, wonder if he has like extra pressure on how to finish it.
Of course. Yeah. But I mean, he was smart. I mean, he knew that this was gonna happen, because he has been fighting. Like, the reason why he stepped down from the show was that, because like they weren't listening to him, stupid. So he said, you know what? Good luck. My story's not over. I'm gonna go and mind my own business. Good luck with it.
That makes you wonder how his story is gonna end now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that some of the things are going to happen, but
yeah, like how the execution is gonna be like so different.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be so, like, for example, the whole thing with Daenerys. I've been saying for the longest time that in my mind she is the actual main villain of the story, and we are just not getting it right now because the author doesn't want us to know. But I'm sure that she's going to be the ultimate villain, and so I was always of the impression that she was going to go cuckoo crazy and kill everyone. So I'm sure that that he will do it properly without rushing.
Man, they really rushed the shit out of it.
Like, I mean, I can't. It pisses me off too much. So, like,
Alright,
I can't even think about it. Yeah.
The other political series I watched was that actually stuck true, but half the time I wasn't even watching. Like, I couldn't even understand all this political bullshit that was going on. It was like House of Cards.
Oh, right. I've never. Is it good? Because I know that now there's no Kevin Spacey. They obviously put a woman and
it was really hard. Like okay, first of all, it was really hard for me to follow because they were
Politics.
they were talking about, basically they were talking all about, you know, like trying, like, you know, political stuff, political talk, so it was hard for me to follow. Like I can't brain politics, man. I
Yeah, no,
mean,
me neither.
yeah, so
I-
but I don't know why, for some reason the drama is just so addictive. So I just kept watching. The thing was, there was gonna be like, I think like how they were um going for was that he and the uh wife was gonna have this huge fight for the presidency thing. But then after what Kevin Spacey happened, um they couldn't, like, I mean, oh, it's so hard because they really built the whole story up for that big fight, but then after that, oh no, your protagonist is gone, it just disappeared. So
Yeah, because of the whole scandal with him
yeah,
and everything.
I mean,
Which is
I don't blame them. They did the best they could with what they have or did not have, in this case, the Kevin Spacey, because like honestly, like I can imagine just how, like, I wonder if like Kevin Spacey didn't even need to act because he was like a total douchebag on screen. But at the same time, it's like it's really odd, you know, like how these protagonists, they just kind of make you question. They did terrible things, but in some really odd way, you're still kind of rooting for them, if that makes any sense.
yeah.
Yeah, and because like I hate to say it, but that's Kevin Spacey. He has this charisma, you know, going
That's
about.
the whole point of a good story, you know what I mean? When you
Yeah.
don't necessarily agree with the bad guys, but damn it, it's nice to follow them. For example, Game of Thrones, when you think about Cersei or her father, you know, Tywin Lannister, you know what I mean? They were the good guys, but damn, it was nice to see them success and
Yeah.
whatever.
It was really like, yeah, it definitely has this conflicting thing that you question about yourself, like, you know, like, yeah, exactly, like the whole, it's not like, I don't know, it's just really scary because if you want these terrible people to succeed, you know, the fact is, you know, yeah, like real life is not that far from it.
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing, is like, as long as when you can relate, it means like, because we're not perfect and we all have the inclination to go either way, you know what I mean? We just because we are good people doesn't mean that we don't maybe sometimes get the thought of doing something stupid, you know what I mean? Or do actually something stupid. So I think it's also nice for us that we obviously don't think like that, to relate to them, because like to live vicariously through them, like, yeah, I want to be bad, and obviously you're not. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe it's stupid, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun. You kind of get that chance of, you know, being bad without actually being bad. Yeah, I like the bad guys. Usually, I always prefer the bad guys to the good guys when it comes to stories.
Yes, it's a little twist to it. And yeah, if you like that, then House of Cards is for you, I guess. I guess it's like Game of Thrones, but IRL.
Yeah, that's the only problem. When it becomes to IRL, like, okay, I become not invested, because
Yeah, it is a bit too dark already.
yeah,
But
like
yeah,
I will watch the news.
yes. No, but that's the thing though. Like that's what I feel. It's kind of like Tiger King, in the sense that it's very like how well do you know these people? You know, because like, you know, especially politicians, they're like so good at setting up a front to make people love them. Like so they will actually say, like, they will read the statistics, like, oh, a lot of people feel more towards brunettes, that's why we're gonna dye your hair brunette during this term, because, you know, statistics has shown that people are more accepting towards brunettes or something like that. So it's like they just crunch down to numbers, and then they will take advantage of it so they can win the term. So it's things like that that you feel like how well do you really know these people? Are they really saying what, you know, they do they mean what they say? Because that is totally definitely not what happened at all.
Damn.
So that is definitely very very, very depressing.
Yeah.
And that's also what I hate about real life, because you can never take things at face value.
It's true.
And that is so what that show is about. Everything is so not face value.
You can't even trust anybody for real in real life. At least that's how I feel.
Well, also because drama makes it feel a ton worse.
Yeah. Like, I know for sure that I don't trust anybody, so.
Aww.
What?
Okay. I was gonna
I
say you can
don't.
trust me, but that sounds really shabby. All right.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, to completely trust and fully trust somebody. I don't even trust myself, you know what I mean? So it's not because I owe my sister. You know what I mean? It's just something because you never know. People are people. They're not perfect. So everybody can make mistakes. So me especially, because I know I can make mistakes. So I always keep an eye out. Like, I always keep an eye open because.
Yeah. Take everything with a pinch of salt. I get it.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That's why I don't gamble as well. Because.
Don't gamble. Don't get addicted to it, or I don't know. If your loved one get addicted to gambling, I know, man. Just try to stay away from them.
Nope, that's never gonna happen to me. I don't understand the concept of gambling. It doesn't appeal to me at all.
Leave your chances to fate.
I don't even like to chance, like nothing. Like you know when people say to you like, "Oh, you want to bet that this is gonna happen?" Like, I don't bet. No, thank you. There's no money involved. No, I don't care. This cat is stupid. Can I feed the cat to the raccoon, please?
No.
I think I will after this.
Okay, alright, I will admit it's not your best work.
Right?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean the base, the lines are good and everything, like the drawing itself.
Yeah, the proportion and everything is good. I think it's the coloring that's not coming out right.
No, the coloring is not great. But it's a shame because I love the eyes. The eyes.
Yeah, the eyes look really good. It's the fur.
Yeah, the fur is stupid. Stupid.
Oh, geez, when you write that down. All right, fine. Stupid.
Yes. I don't enjoy. I don't like it.
I don't know. It looks really good. The proportion, the eyes. Oh gosh. All right. If I were in your position, I would probably think the same.
Yeah, it's not worth continuing and consuming my precious pencils.
Yeah, if anything, you can totally use this as a learning curve.
Yeah, true.
Oh, wait. So you don't like watching too much depressing stuff recently, but how about horror?
No, I can't watch horror movie. No, depressing. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that. I'm depressed already. So what's the difference? You know? Like the one thing that I will refuse to watch is categorically is horror movies, horror shows, horror anything. I can't do that stuff.
Aww. I was gonna say Haunting of Hill House was pretty good. It was on Netflix, and I think it was really good. Like in terms of horror, they build up the characters very nicely. So I thought you would like that.
I haven't watched even American Horror Story. I haven't watched that.
Oh, I tried watching that. It's not scary per se. I think Haunting of Hill House is scarier. but I don't like it because it's just so violent.
Oh, is it? Then no, that's not for me.
Yeah, it was really like violent and just not. I don't know. I just like some episodes just left me with like a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, I don't know, because my sister watched it and like she told me, nah, it's too scary for you. But she also said that Stranger Things would be too scary for me, season 1.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I get like, give me some credit. Come on now. Like I know I scare easily, but well, just because there's the monster and everything, and she knows they have a vivid imagination and stuff like that scares me usually. So, yeah, so if you say that it's so violent, then no, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, it was like like implied rape and stuff like that, so I didn't like it.
Oh.
I mean, I guess it's not even implied. It's like pretty obvious. So like, yeah, no, thank you. So yeah, it was like a lot of messed up scenes that I really didn't like. So I stopped. I
Yeah,
stopped watching it season. Like I don't know, like season 2. I stopped already.
Wow. Yeah, I don't understand the whole like fascination with watching horror movies. Like, and I understand I watch a lot of stuff that some people would consider scary. Like, to actually be scared, is that fun? I don't.
I mostly personally I love horror movies because I like the sense of mystery. Because like a ghost is haunting you, you have to figure out why they're haunting you. Like you have to find out their past in order to stop it, kind of thing. So it kind of unravels the mystery. So that I like.
Yeah, but you have to poop your pants to do that. Like, is that fun? You know what I mean? And risk a heart attack to solve the mystery. Like, I don't think it's worth. I don't get it. And going to the movies is even worse because obviously,
No,
with the
movies,
noise and everything.
theaters.
Yeah.
No. Okay, that's no out of my.
Like the last one I went to watch was The Grudge when it came out in 2001 or 2002 or whatever it was. And because my sister and her boyfriend at the time, dragged me there. Like, let's go to the movies and watch them. Like, okay. So I pooped my pants the entire time. And that was the last one that I've watched. And then I said, okay, you know what? I don't need extra material to have nightmares. I already have them on my own. Thank you very much. So
The first Grudge.
yeah, the American one.
Yeah, that was actually quite scary. Yeah.
Anything is scary to me. I can't. I mean, I told you I scare easily, and so.
I only like, okay, come on, I scare easily too. But what I like about horror shows that because I watch them while I do art, so half the time I'm not even concentrating on when the jump scares happen. Okay, I admit it. That's how I survive horror movies.
That's cheating. No,
Hey! It's nice to know what the story is about. Aside from
pooping the pants.
Yes, without pooping the pants.
I guess like I watch even more scary stuff because it's real stuff. As I said, I used to watch all these documentaries about criminals and serial killers.
Yeah, I find that even more depressing because monsters are fiction, but these guys are real shit.
Yeah. But that's why I like to watch them, to understand how they think, what's going on in that brain. How does a person become, a serial killer, a murderer, or even worse. So what happened to them? Because it's not normal. I'm of the opinion that evil is not born, is made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So something must have happened to them.
Like, I mean, in this, like, in a very sick way, it's kind of understandable how they became what they became. But I don't know. Can you actually be born? Because apparently, I don't know if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Ted Bundy. Apparently, his parents are normal people.
That's the thing. I mean, I think that a lot has to do how you are genetically predisposed to stuff. It's just like if you are predisposed to obesity or alcoholism, you know what I mean? All this stuff like that. And if you are already predisposed to have those instincts and whatever, and something happens, then obviously then it's going to explode. If not, then sometimes people are just crazy, you know what I mean? Neurologically wired differently, and sometimes that happens.
Yeah, actually, I can't remember who was it. It was like one of those Wired TV. Sometimes they would interview like real life crime scene investigators, and like one of them was a uh those criminologists, and what he said was very interesting, but I don't remember how he put it. It was like basically like the genes was kind of like the bullet in the gun, the like your brought out was the thing that cocked the gun, and the experiences is the one that pulled the trigger. Like basically you may have these, like like you say, all this predisposed genetic thing in your, but there was like so many factors that could have stopped it.
Exactly. I mean, it's so many things that that influence a person. And as I said, not everybody somebody can have the exact same experience of somebody that was a serial killer, but not end up a serial killer, because it just depends on who you are and how your brain is. So this is a very fun conversation.
How did it get to here?
I have no idea. Like, we are weird. I'm just doodling stuff at this point because stupid cat is done.
I'm sorry, I still got a long way to go.
It's okay.
At first, I thought you were doing like calligraphy.
No. I don't know how to do that.
So then what kind of movies are you into, if not horror? Also, wait, another reason why I like horror while I do art, because a lot of movie production like to make horror movies because apparently it's a very quick cash grab. So a lot of it is mediocre stories that is like I could just play in the background while I do art.
I don't need to focus too much on the plot.
Yes, exactly. That's why I just watch whatever. It's not even that scary because it's like, oh, when the monster's gonna come out for a jump scare. Like, it's not scary at all.
Well, for you maybe. For me, that's terrifying. I'm old. I'm risking a heart attack.
Yeah, Dark Foss is too. Like, he really hates jump scares, even though it's kind of, you can see it coming, but it's still like not. I don't want to be in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you watched. There was a video that was going around WhatsApp and whatever of this guy throwing a baseball ball, and the video is edited like it's gonna crash in your face when you're watching the video. I almost pooped my pants and it's supposed to be a prank video, obviously, to send to your friends. When I got it, like, I almost pooped my pants. I dropped the phone and covered my face, like, all scared. Like, it's a video, damn it.
So then, what kind of shows you into? I guess you like live documentaries, mostly about serial killers. What else?
I like documentaries. I love nature documentaries. A lot of them. I'm a big fan of those. I like documentaries about crimes and real life people. You know what I mean? And sometimes even space. Sometimes it depends on what mood I'm in. But the main ones are like real life people and nature and animals and stuff like that. I think I watch all the animals documentaries ever made.
Those are actually very is like super calming.
I fall asleep.
Oh my god, the production for nature documentaries these days is amazing.
I don't know if you ever watched David Attenborough documentary.
Is it the One Planet or something like that?
Planet Earth, yeah.
Ah, yes, Planet Earth. Yeah, I watched that. Oh my
god. Planet. Yeah. So he's pretty much first of all, he's a knight of I think of
Sir David Attenborough.
Exactly. So he's a sort of figure in England.
Yeah, I love him because the dude is like over 90 years old.
Yeah, of course I know. Like, his first videos of him doing documentaries, they were black and white.
Yeah, black and white, yeah.
I mean, like, the dude has been around for a while. And he's actually the brother of Richard Attenborough, who was the doctor in Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay, that I did not know.
Yeah. And him, like every time you put him on, he has that voice, very calming voice.
Yes.
And every time it speaks, you fall asleep. This is like the best grandpa ever, you know what I mean? To tell you
Yeah,
like
I know.
a story. And the BBC documentaries are like just spectacular because the production is so great.
Yeah.
Um, and show-wise,
But there was
whatever I'm
like,
in the mood with.
sorry. Then I saw the Planet Earth one. I saw a few episodes like, oh my god, it makes me cry because like it doesn't just show how beautiful like nature is, but also how gruesome. I cried at the one where the walruses went up the cliff and then they fell to their death.
Yeah,
That one made me
that's
cry.
horrible.
It was so sad to see them just tumble down and like nobody can help them. I was like, oh, it's so sad.
I know. But you know, it happens. It's just like when you see all the those scenes with the elephants, you know, and there's a lost one that you know gets separated from the group
Oh
and starts
yeah.
walking in the opposite direction instead of you know like, and you're like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Somebody help him! No.
Yeah,
You
I saw
can't
the
just
one with like the flamingo where they were walking around the salty lake, but then like the salt just accumulates on their feet
Yeah.
and then it solidifies and then like uh then they can't walk anymore and then they just die.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
a
god.
very happy documentary.
Yes. Not as wholesome as I thought it would be.
No, but yeah, I like to watch that when I have to go to sleep and maybe I can't sleep, so I just put that on and trust that David would start talking something soft and time five. It took me when the first Planet Earth came out, it was a DVD collection of 6 or 5 DVDs, I think.
Oh.
And it took me, I don't know how long to watch them all because I kept falling asleep. Like there was no chance for me to stay awake during it.
That's actually a really good idea. Okay, when I have trouble sleeping, I'm just gonna pull up Sir David Attenborough.
David Attenborough on and it's gonna be awesome. Like 10, 15 minutes and you're gonna be asleep. He works magic with that voice. It's just what it is.
Yes, it's so like so calming. So like it's so encouraging. Like it's such an encouraging voice, like so wholesome.
Yeah, it's so calming and like cuddly. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
I don't know. And the fact is like he's still like doing it even though like he has done this for like 50 years or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he has talked about everything that you can talk about when it comes to nature.
Yeah.
So but he still does it. And I think one of the best moments from him, at least is one of my favorite moments, is when like for the first time he was able to see a blue whale. And you know how rare they are, and he was
Yeah.
on the boat and he was talking about the whales and everything, and then at some point the whales come out from the water and he's still talking because he has to do the scene and everything, but you can see in his face the pure joy and surprise.
Aw.
Like, oh my god. And he was
Yeah.
already like 500 years old or something.
Yeah, I really hope he can live really, really long because he contributes so much to nature, which also like made me kind of remember about oh my god, Steve Irwin. Like I wish
Yeah.
he did so much also, but his life was taken too early.
Oh yeah. Very, very freaky way too,
Yeah.
you know, like just to show you that even professionals sometimes can make mistake, and look what happened.
Yeah.
Dangerous. People forget that animals are still animals. Even your dog is an animal still, so watch
Oh,
out.
tell that to Tiger King. Holy shit, man. They're just like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna smuggle a little tiger in a hotel room. Like, what?
Look, people shouldn't be able to reproduce.
I know, right?
And that guy over there, the skinny guy that you know that scams Joe Exotic at the end. You know what I mean? The one that had the wife
Yeah.
pregnant at the end when she's oh yeah, she's about to give birth, but then you're gonna snap back to your usual size, aren't you? You know what I mean? Like right away. Like saying, don't get fat. You know, as soon as you give birth, you have to be thin again.
I was like, what? Yeah, and then he's gonna pick a nanny, and the nanny he's gonna pick is like, okay. So
Why do
weird.
people like that exist?
It's a conundrum.
Mm-hmm. I'm drawing cartoon eyes.
I guess you can chill, read a book, I guess. I feel really bad. I feel like I'm holding you back.
Oh, it's okay. I have to start thinking about dinner. What to make for dinner? Because I don't know.
That is the question.
Mm-hmm.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
I want pizza again, but I got it the other day, so no more pizza.
How is your whole diet thing coming along?
What diet? That's the answer. Sometimes I stick to it, sometimes I don't. I mean, I definitely gain weight, but it's not so, tragic. It's just because I'm not moving. It's not like I'm eating that much more. It's just like I'm not burning enough. That's the only problem. I'm hungry now.
I think it's almost lunchtime at your place, right? At lunchtime,
It's 4:45.
Yeah, early dinner. Why not?
Well, I had breakfast lunch today because I woke up so late. I had breakfast at 11:30, and I didn't have lunch, so.
Or you can be like Lord of the Rings. You have like breakfast, and then there's second breakfast.
Oh, I regularly have second breakfast. That's a given for me because I have one when I wake up, a quick one when I wake up here at home, and then I had snack on something when I arrive at the office to take my medicine. So I always have two breakfasts. That's just a given.
Nice.
Stupid cat.
Still angry at that cat, huh?
Yes.
You should be grateful that you learned something. I'm pretty sure you learned some techniques while you're painting the cat.
No, I learned that just like in real life, never trust a cat because they don't agree with me like in real life. That's just the universal truth when it comes to me and cats. They don't like me, I don't like them. Yes.
Alright, Miss Ramen. Oh, I'm watching Magicians now.
Magicians?
It's on Netflix.
Is that the one that like the poster for it is like this somewhat creature, like humanoid creature, like all green with butterflies like flying behind him?
Yeah, I think so. Another one is also like this girl floating in the air, and then like things are also floating around her as well. Like it was like a deer looking girl, right? And then the butterflies are behind. Do you
something
remember?
like that? I'll just watch on the app here on.
It's actually really good. It's really addictive.
You sure it's on Netflix? I think it's on Prime Video.
Pretty sure it was on Netflix because I remember seeing it on Netflix.
Well, I don't have it on Netflix, but I know what I know the show that you mean. I have it on my list on Prime Video because not necessarily everything is in. Not all the countries have the same shows showing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was really like a D&D adventure. It's like the game Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing. It was like very very creative use of magic and stuff.
When it comes to magic, I'm still stuck in the 90s with Charmed. I know. I'm lame. I love that show. I used to love that show growing up. And till this day, even though like it's so outdated and the special effects are crap, but it's so good. And they made the reboot now. Just stop.
Have you watched the reboot?
I saw a segment of something and like just I don't like it. It's so different. It's so weird.
Like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I guess. I don't know. I never watched it on Netflix, but it looked kind of weird. Like very like yeah.
It looked darker. Like
yeah,
both of them like darker, and like the original ones were so easygoing. You know what I mean? Even though it was magic and deep
well,
and
I
whatever.
mean, 2020, man. If it ain't dark or deep, it's not cool.
Well, like Sabrina the whatever witch is, like it was a kids show when you think about it.
It was like a PG-13, very sitcom-y kind of.
Yeah, you know, like Hannah Montana is just like she was a witch. So now it's so like gothic, and she has like purple lipstick or something. Like what? She had a talking cat who made stupid jokes. You know what I mean? What's happening? Why is the world stupid? This is usually what I doodle at work while I'm at my desk. All this stuff.
Oh, yes. Oh, man. Back in the days where it's like going to college and then you just doodle on your workbook. That happened.
Oh, well. To me, it hasn't stopped ever.
Yeah, it never stops. It never stops.
No, like anytime I'm on the phone at work, like I throw away so much paper and it's such a waste just by doodling. It's not like there's nothing written there sometimes, or maybe I write one thing that I have to remember, but then the entire page is covered with doodles that are useless.
Maybe you should have a sketchbook where you can vomit your doodle thoughts.
But I don't really have, like, I draw the exact same thing over and over again. Like draw, it's not even a draw. Like, for example, you know, the little leaf or this, like it's always the same thing. It's nothing really.
I totally understand. My usual thing is always eyes. I just like to draw eyes and like little doggy cartoon. I don't even know. People ask me, what are you drawing? Are you drawing a dog or a fox? I'm like, I don't know what I'm drawing. I just yeah.
Well, as you could see, like I have the same problem with eyes because I just draw.
Right? You know, you just like to doodle like eyes for some reason.
Yeah.
And put a little eyelash and like maybe like try to do some eyeshadow. I don't even remember what Charm was. I remember I used to watch a lot of it as a kid because it would just show on TV and then I watched it as well.
Charmed?
Yeah, Charmed.
You don't remember what it's about?
I remember it's about witches, but I don't exactly remember how their adventures are like and stuff.
It all was based around the fact that they were three sisters, you know what I mean? And their bond as sisters, and obviously because they were three and they were the ultimate power, whatever. No, it was fun, and every season it had a main goal or a main bad guy, and obviously each year became worse and worse and worse and worse until the last episode. So it was very funny for the time. It was very funny and very very pro-feminist movement without being it so down your throat, you know, and it was to the point that it gets annoying.
Yeah, I
It
get
was
it.
so smart, so smart.
Oh man, when you talk about feminists, I don't know, man. I was like, that kind of reminds me of recently what I watched, and I didn't really like it. Was Wyona Ryder or something like that.
Winona Ryder, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't quite like it because it's like very. I feel like they try to be like, oh, feminine power, but there's just like I feel like they're achieving the total opposite because it's always like them talking about like, you know, like objectifying men and stuff like that.
Oh, it's totally like that. You know, it's not even feminism. That's why I
Yeah.
don't really call it that. I call them feminazism because I mean, the whole concept is completely wrong. And what they're doing is, okay, you know, like they don't want to, pretty much they're doing what the men have been doing for centuries. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
And they are against that, obviously, to put down yet the opposite sex. And that's what they're doing. They are diminishing the male and, you know, empowering the female, but not empowering the female
in a
because
good
of it
way.
all. It's because of its own, you know, qualities. They are empowering because they're putting down the men, and so automatically, obviously, the female is on top,
Yeah,
is higher.
I hate that because when I watch it, I'm like, no, that's they always like they objectify men. They always talk about like sex, like yeah, no, I don't really like. This is not what it means to be a hero. These are not heroine qualities and stuff like that.
It's so stupid. I'm so against it. I mean, there is merit to the feminism movement, obviously, you know what I mean, and I'm
Yeah.
all for it, but not if it has to become at the expense of the other sex. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm
yeah.
for equal rights for everybody. I'm an equalist, so I don't care like who's on top or who's not on top. I know that each sex has qualities and everything, and even the horrible part is like females attack other females when they have the audacity to think differently from this feminazis. That, you know what I mean? I should be feeling guilty when I say that I don't think that all women can work and have a family at the same time. Not everybody can do that. And if you say something like that to them, how dare you say that we can't do it all? Somebody can, not everybody can. You know what I mean? And it's perfectly
Yeah.
okay to stay at home with the kids if you want to. You know what I mean?
They're very loud, but they don't have like much empathy. You know, like they feel like their opinions are facts.
Yeah, and they are all for freedom when really they are preventing you to be free.
Yeah.
I don't. I have no shame saying, yeah, I do need a man in my life, and I don't feel sorry about that. If you want to be offended by it, go cry somewhere else. Good
Yeah.
luck with your 10 cats and your sad aromatherapy candles when you're 50 and you don't have a man around and you can't open a jar of pickles because you're weak. Okay? I do need a man.
Yeah, I think good female characters are like, well, I'm gonna just state the obvious here, but like Ripley from Aliens and Sarah Connor from Terminator, not because they're like badass women, but because they also touch on the female qualities of like them being a mother, and like they are like, you know, it's more like three-dimensional instead of just being, oh, I'm just a total badass here, I can totally kick men's butt, that's why I'm so, you know, like that's not really like, I just like that's how they approach the feminine quality as a heroine.
That's true. Well, I don't know haven't watched those. Well, don't hate me.
Oh really, you haven't watched those? Okay, Eugene
No.
also hasn't watched those either, so
No,
yes.
but there are a lot of good, you know, example of feminism in TV or in movies, and just as long as it's not done, you know, like in such a provocative way, so obvious
Yeah,
way,
but there's
then
so
it's more than
many of
fine.
them out there.
Oh God, even the whole thing of redoing Ghostbusters with females or doing Ocean's 11 with females.
Yeah, I felt that was a little too forced. Um, Can we not?
Oh my God. And imagine if they tried to do Charlie's Angels with all men. Or maybe gay men,
Oh
you know
God,
what I
it
mean?
feels
Like they will
so.
be, no, like that. The one thing that's our, well, then leave us Ghostbusters, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
God. But obviously, you can't do that because they can, but the rest of the people, you know, can't do it.
Well,
Only them. So
Hollywood being Hollywood, you know?
it's just so stupid. I mean, even Friends at some times was more feminist than they are right now. You know what I mean? And Friends was back in the 90s where there was no filter, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's how the world is coming at.
Yeah. I always get so heated when it comes to this topic of feminism because I feel very passionate about it.
Yeah.
Dude, your painting is making me hungry. I'm not joking.
I don't know, the ramen looks so 2D right now. And I honestly, I'm just gonna leave it like that, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna actually make much of it anymore. But it's like the least attractive thing, and it's supposed to be the most attractive, delicious thing. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm just gonna. Like, I think, like, I don't know, when you just doodle it, it looks like less effort. Like, it looks so cool. Better. That's what I like journaling doodles is like, okay, just want to portray the idea. It's more interesting than taking a photo kind of thing. Oh man, which was like, talking about photo, one thing that I've been meaning to get is this called an Instax mini printer. So apparently you can bring this mini printer around. It looks like a power bank. It's so cool, and you don't even need ink. It's a zero ink thing.
And how do you print it?
I don't exactly know here. I'm not very sciencey about this stuff.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, but it's
honestly. A
kind no, it's
printer
kind of
without
like
ink.
it's kind of like the paper, like film. So film, how it works is you project light onto it, and then the film captures the image.
Oh, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, that old school film. So it's something like that, but obviously it won't be super saturated with colors. I mean, it's just good enough. Like, it's like those Polaroid. Basically, it's like a Polaroid camera, but instead of the Polaroid camera that takes photos, you can just print it from your handphone. So it takes like a Bluetooth connection or a Wi-Fi connection, and then you like you send the image to the printer, and then the printer will like flash the image to the paper or something like that, and then it prints out the.
Wow.
I know, technology, man. So cool.
I don't even have a normal printer in my house. You know what I mean?
And I thought it'd be so nice, if you get like a portable printer, and then like you just paste it in your journal wherever you go, and then you don't have to draw.
Yeah.
I mean, drawing is fun and all, but then like if you keep a journal every day, I don't want to draw every day on my journal, honestly.
Time consuming, yeah.
So I've been googling that, especially when I played like. I've always wanted a Polaroid camera. I just love the instantaneous, like you can just print it like ASAP. And then I think we've also been watching Life is Strange, and there was so much Polaroid camera in there. Yeah, so I've been wanting to get one, but then the fact that there was this camera, it's like, holy shit, that's even better than a Polaroid camera, because like Polaroid camera, you might not like the photos you take, and then it prints out anyway. And those papers, yeah, and those papers are not cheap for obvious reasons, because the printing happens. The magic of the printing comes from the paper, not exactly the printer itself, kind of thing. That's why the paper is quite expensive.
Man. Weird. Technology confuses me.
Yeah. But they can be oh so amazing.
Mm. Stop trying food. I'm so hungry.
You'll eat soon enough, right?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have an early dinner, as you said. Once
And
we're
then you
done
have
here.
like supper.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, when we're done here, I'm just gonna go and make some food and,
Yeah, I'm gonna finish
call it a
up.
night. Yeah, because as I said, I didn't sleep a lot and not very well because of my stupid back, because I'm an old lady.
You better do
Yeah.
some stretches to help.
I tried yesterday. I told you, it only made it worse, and then I was too tired. So I let it like nope.
Man, so I guess I don't know. Rest maybe? I don't even know. If stretching doesn't help, I don't know what else.
Yeah, no, I'll probably fall asleep like an old man or something, like passed out on the sofa like Homer, Homer Simpson. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen. Or if not, I'll go in bed, like I'll lay on top of the bed to rest up. That way, when the time is right, I only have to curl under the cover and I'm already there. I don't have to move. Oh, I have to go grocery shopping.
I hate grocery shopping at a time like this.
Yeah, but thankfully my dad is gonna pick me up on Monday and we're gonna go out lunchtime, so there's gonna be less people around.
Awesome.
And he's gonna help me because I have to buy a lot of stuff. So he has a big car and he's gonna help me out.
That's good. All right, I think I'm just gonna do the curtain and then that's about it. But I guess we can call it a night for now. Then you can go eat
And be fat.
and be fat and happy. That's the most important part.
Eat.
All right, thank you, Iris, for being here.
Thank you, Elise.
And thank you, everybody who stopped by this live stream and catch us. So, thanks so much for the support. And hopefully, we can do this until, I don't know, maybe until the lockdown is over. Now we have more time. Okay.
Yes.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Good night.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Bye.